Last time on Only Glasses, we defeated Childe with the power of glasses and fire.
A little ambiance.
But that is not the end of our issues. He still has a mission to complete, retrieving the Geonosis.
Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
Wow, he actually used his brain.
So you mean that...
That was never the real Rex Lapis.
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity...
That wouldn't be good.
Do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
No. No, I don't think he would.
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the
She
sun?
does have a point.
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
And at about this point, I'd probably say something like, and there's a new storm on the horizon. But literally this time.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Oh man, that's not good.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast.
We leave the Golden House, and while Childe was able to escape,
What's going on?
the Jade Chamber just happened to be flying over.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go.
I think we could have figured that out.
Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
I mean, I'm assuming it hasn't. These are all such silly questions, Paimon.
What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just hero stuff. Normal hero stuff.
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Also, cameo appearance of the glasses-wearing animal
One
bird.
certainly could.
Ooh, and she has a plan, too.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their fancy. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
This has got to be one of the best cutscenes in the game. No, I'm not biased. I would never be biased. Of course the Fatui aren't gonna make this easy.
They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me! Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia.
These guys have a slightly higher level.
One see what you're made
Hopefully
of
they'll
then.
put up a bit of
Strength remains within you.
okay, maybe not,
One
never
wishes
mind.
to witness.
There's gonna be more. Where are they? There. Oh. Pyro.
Let's light it up!
Well, at least they're not getting their shields.
Remember, health comes first.
I'll race you there! What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Okay, so don't get hit by that. Oh. I got hit.
It isn't time for a break yet.
The ancient god's attacking again!
Why is its shield not breaking?
We can't help!
It should have been broken by now.
Were you about to say we
Pyro and Dendro should break it.
Slacking off.
Oh, wait, there's more over there.
don't lose heart?
No. No.
My work.
It would help if I could actually hit them.
Adventure time! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's
This really isn't a burning team when it's raining.
go Baron Bunny!
Virgin is still pretty nice though.
This'll brighten up the place.
Is it done? Are we good? Yeah, we're good, we're good. We managed to fight off the Fatui, but the battle is yet to be won. And Osial won't be going down as easily. I mean, it looks really pretty. At least before you get to the certain doom part.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
But the non-glasses wearing Bestial lady
Another idea.
has a
What do you mean,
plan.
Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber. Let's meet again in the
And with the power of glasses, we destroy the Jade Chamber. With the sacrifice of the Jade Chamber, we defeat Osial and the seas calm. But even with the success, it didn't take long for the Adepti and the Qixing to start fighting again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer.
But with the help of a few glasses-wearing allies, we solved this
All the strong
diplomatic
Lilith
dilemma.
bards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there.
This is what
Which is
Liyue
further
meant
proof
to
that
be.
glasses in
The
fact
country of
solve all
contracts
problems.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
But we still have one more mystery to solve, like what is going on with the fake body in the Golden House?
Got peace and all, but we're Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. But for him at Wangshem Funeral Parlor. We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui?
That is not the place to be right now.
Last time...
At the Northland Bank, we discover the true identity of Zhongli.
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so
Or
kind.
should I say, Morax,
fulfilled.
the Geo-Archon.
That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
But he hands over the Gnosis to La Senora and explains that it's part of the deal that he made with the Cryo-Archon.
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Finally, to wrap up the Liyue Archon quest, the Qixing announced the truth of the Rex Lapis incident.
So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights.
And I convinced the people to help me look for my brother.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
With that, the Liyue Archon quest comes to an end. Now, since it's clear that we are over-leveled and over-capped on experience, I think it's time I level up the world. A part of me thinks I should have done this before I fought Childe, but maybe it wouldn't have been so easy. It is kind of interesting how we start basically at the end of the domain now. Okay, just don't get hit by the cryo or I am going to freeze. Easy enough.
A bitter pill to swallow.
We just need to clear this room. I'm pretty confident that this is not going to be a problem, though.
The doctor was
Seems like an
Russian floral.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let it rain. Go, Baron Bunny.
Kinda hard to see the weak point when all these tornadoes are in the way. How rude. How rude putting all the tornadoes in the way like that.
Everybody stand back. A little ambiance.
Oh, one of these things.
Taking a turn for the better.
These have a lot of HP.
Escapes by sight. Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you. Reconstitute.
Mind the side effect.
And we're done. I'm still overcapped on experience. Oopsies. I guess I'll go check my rewards. Maybe I'll get a few pulls.
Traveler, please, over here.
These are not my rewards.
It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild.
Are your adventures going smoothly?
Yeah, I think we need more glasses.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dresses all funny.
No way. Could it be?
It feels like Paimon's heard this one before. Wait! Do you mean...
I wish you every success, adventurer.
Definitely not my brother, but I will still look into this after I get my rewards. I will have to level up the world again. That is an issue for later me to deal with, though. Okay, let's deal with this stranger now. So we talked to several people around the city looking for clues on the mysterious stranger. Eventually, we found out that he was probably at the Angel Share. Suspicious stranger, here I come. Okay, where is he? I don't see him. He's not here on the first floor. Second floor? Why is he not here either? Do I have to talk to Charles? Maybe I have to talk to Charles.
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night.
Charles gave us all the information that we needed. All that was left to do was wait. After a while, the stranger showed up. Finally, we introduce ourselves to the non-glasses-wearing blonde stranger.
That little one beside you.
There is only one correct option here.
That's not true, and you know it!
I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
So we managed to convince him to go adventuring with us.
Sure.
How much do you want?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions.
As suspicious as that sounds, we agree to the terms, and Dainsleif tells us that he's actually looking for an Abyss Herald.
Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
It wants cryo. I hope that's just a suggestion. I don't think this should be too bad, at least.
The scent of the Abyss is getting stronger. It's not fun.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
I'll be taking that, thank you very much. And there's a Pyro Mage. Why is it always Pyro? We do have these Hydro Egg things. We just need to get it close to one.
Taking a turn for the back.
Go, Baron!
That pyro thing in the center might be an issue, though. Oh, that's fine. We can work with this.
No one escapes my sight.
Kind of funny how shields are no problem if you have the right element. And I'll take this too. Thank you very much. There's even more Abyss Mages up here too. And surprise, surprise, it's another Pyro one. Does this game just know that I only have Pyro and Dendro?
Keep up with me.
Of course, Dendro breaks the Hydro Shield, no problem.
Seems like an emergency.
Maybe I should have brought Sucrose.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Maybe she would have swirled Hydro. But she probably would have ended up swirling Pyro. Whatever. Once I break this shield, it won't last long anyways.
No escape. Get him.
Well, we're done at least.
Just a few Abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left.
Unable to find the Abyss Herald, we head to Wolvendom.
Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell.
Okay, there should be a fire just up ahead.
Another one of those bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss really has been around here.
Oh, and there are the
Monsters pop out
monsters.
from. Let's clear them out, and quick!
Clearing them out by setting everything on fire. Again.
I'll race you there.
Oh, that barely missed us. Oh, that got me though. It's fine, we'll be done soon. Okay, that's one down. Another Pyro Mage. It is still always Pyro. It is once again time to set everything on fire.
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire.
Still without any sign of the Abyss Herald, our last stop is Storm Terror's lair.
The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the Dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Dane's already letting it slip, I see.
Don't think too much about it.
I assure you, we're definitely thinking about it.
Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
At least it's not Pyro again. This should be a lot quicker.
No one escapes my sight.
We're already almost done. Oh, wait, there's more.
Let's light it up.
But at least it's still not Pyro.
Enhanced animal model.
And
No escape.
burst. That really is a lot of numbers. Virgin reactions are just so satisfying to look at. Oh, maybe I should deal with the healer. But we'll just do this first.
Extract. Stand clear.
And the last one, and done. There we go.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
Yeah, that sucks.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
Honestly, fair.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
It would be nice if it was that easy.
Once
With the
your
light
journey reaches
actuators
its
dealt
end.
with, it seems like
While
we
you're
have
still
failed.
traveling, you should...
But my glasses' senses start tingling and they tell us to go up the cliff.
Oh, Dan moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Okay, now that we're free, Where are those rocks I saw? What? There they are. And I'll be taking this.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Looking around at the top of the cliff, I find a dandelion, and touching it gave me a flashback. It was a strange incident, and we have more questions than answers. But we decide to split ways with Dainsleif for now.
Part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again.
But that is not the end, because there is a new storm on the horizon. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or a comment. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, consider subscribing. I am trying to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so if you like Genshin Impact, you might like it here. Additionally, I would also like to thank our channel members. Members get access to new videos early, as well as members-only content. Once again, I would like to thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, 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 bye. We got that in one take. I can't believe I got that in one take.